Hey, Xiomy here. So today I wanted to do a long overdue book haul. I haven't been doing these because I've been on a book buying ban, and if I have bought books, it's been one or occasionally two. But I did purchase some books in Book Outlet last month and they recently just arrived. I also purchased some books in Free Comic Book Day. So without further ado, let's get into this video. The first books that I'm going to speak about are graphic novels. I got them in Free Comic Book Day and they were at a bargain price for me, so I couldn't pass them up. And the first one that I did get is the third installment in Smoke and Shadow. This is one that I was missing. The only one that I'm missing now is the Rift Part 3, and then I can just binge read every single one of them. And I really can't wait to continue and get back into the series because I really do love it. The others that I picked up was Saga Volume 3, Saga Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 7. I'm only missing 1 and 2 and 6. Like I said, I got these on Free Comic Book Day, and for all these 5 books I paid $40, so I think that's a cheap price that you can get them for. I do know bits and pieces about Saga, but I really wanted to get into it, so as soon as I get Volumes 1 and 2 and also 6, then I will sit down and just read them all. But I've heard nothing but good things about this series and I can't wait to get into it. The next series that I'm going to mention is one that I picked up on a whim. I also paid roughly around like $10 for it, and I wanted to pick it up because I was intrigued by it, especially it's been raved a lot on BookTube, so you know, curiosity did kill the cat. Apparently it killed me. And the first book is The Dream Thieves. This is the Raven Boy cycle. I got the second and the third book, and I also got the fourth book. It is on hardcover, and I did start reading a couple of chapters in the first book and I really have enjoyed it. The only thing I know about it's that it is about psychics, and that's really all I want to know about it because I want to go really blind into this series, so I hope it doesn't disappoint. The next books that I'm going to speak about are ones that I got on a sale on Book Outlet, and from the theme of this video, it's like every single book that I've bought has been on a sale, but when they're on sale you can't pass them up. You can't pay full price for a book. That's a no. But the first series that I did pick up is one that I really want to reread, and I wanted the new covers of it, and that is the Infernal Devices series. I picked up book 2 and book 3. Unfortunately, it did not have book 1, so I'm really sad by that, but I own book 1 so I can just read it, and once I basically stumble upon it, I'll pick it up. But I can't wait to get back into this series. This is a series that I really do love and cherish dear to my heart, and I want to reread it. I want to feel all these emotions again. I want to cry again. I want to laugh again. I just want to be in this world once again. The next book that I also picked up in that sale was Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. This was a book that I have been eyeing for a while. It was also raved a lot on YouTube. What I do know about this is that it is inspired by a Russian folktale, so I can't wait to read it because I haven't read a Russian folktale, but I do know that it includes Baba Yaga, and Baba Yaga was introduced in one of the Throne of Glass books, so I hope that this book doesn't disappoint. The only thing is that I didn't expect it to be so thin. It has like 296-7 pages, something around there. I was expecting it to be like a little bit bigger, but I don't care. As long as the story and the events are intriguing and they capture my attention, I really don't care. The next book that I picked up was Stealing Snow by Daniel Page. What I do know about this is that it is a reimagining of the Snow Queen. If you watch Frozen, Elsa, it's a reimagining of her, and I really never have read any kind of book like that, so that was another thing that really did intrigue me, aside from the cover, because the cover is gorgeous. You do have Snow, and she's a 17-year-old girl who's in a psychiatric ward, and one day she kisses the love of her life. His name is Bale, and she basically changes him. He becomes evil, and I did find it intriguing, something that it said in the synopsis, and I'm going to read it to you. It says, "First kisses sometimes wake slumbering princesses, undo spells, and spark happily ever afters. Mine broke Bale." So it's basically her trying to get into this world because she's also having these kinds of dreams that are telling her to go into this world. So I can't wait, like, how is it that it like melds into one world and the other, because I am pretty sure that it starts off in the regular human world and then it's like she's transported into something else. I'm not too sure of that. I can't wait to read it. It's something that it has intrigued me. The next book that I picked up was The Diabolic by S. Jane Kinkhead. I do know that this book has been raved a lot, but I've also heard negative things about it. I don't know how I'm going to feel when I read it, but again, I have to read it to decide how I'm going to feel about it. But I do know is that you have a girl named Nemesis, and she is a dangerous weapon. And one day, the one that she protects is named Sidonia, and she's basically called to become a hostage. So she intervenes, and I want to know what happens, because it does say something that I'm going to read to you that it really does sound interesting. And one of the things that really did orient me towards picking this book up, it says, "Now one of the galaxy's most dangerous weapons is masquerading in a world of corrupt politicians and two-faced senators' children, and Nemesis must find within herself the one thing she's been told she doesn't have: humanity. I can't wait. I've heard that it is really political oriented, so I hope that this one really doesn't disappoint, because out of every single book that I picked up, this one is the one that I'm mostly excited for. The final book that I'm going to mention is one that I picked up on a whim because the cover was the one that really did intrigue me, and that is Metal Talons by Christine Simmons. It has that steampunk kind of vibe. I picked it up because of that, because I'm kind of in that mood to read more steampunk kind of books. So I hope it doesn't disappoint. It was worth my $5 or $6. So I'll leave the synopsis down below just in case you're intrigued about it. But those are all the books that I picked up. If you read any of them and you really enjoyed one of them, please let me know. Again, spoiler free. Don't ruin it for me. But that's all for my video. I want to thank you for watching, and until next time.